Gosh, yeah, no,
He's Nick, I'm Matt, and we're Insufficient.
Matt, we have a special guest today.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the introduction, or should I? Or should we do it together?
No, you can do it.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, put your fucking hands together for Molly, who's only been listening to Fish for like 3 weeks now, maybe 4.
And no, it's got to be more than that.
What happened in your life that you were like, you know what I want to do? I want to go listen to Fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's start there.
okay, I love this. Starting me off easy, thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So, music is who I am at my core. And I was very fortunate to be raised by people, not just my parents, but
You were raised by people too? Awesome.
By people, by so many people with so many pockets of interest.
Yes.
It takes Ebola and Dallas to
Yeah.
really bring people together.
Yes.
But people who loved all sorts of music. And so I learned from a very young age to communicate with music. And, a few years ago, I was on a beer run at a Dead & Co. show for the group.
Okay.
And in the beer line,
so
this woman's standing.
I'm going to pause you.
Mm-hmm.
When you say for the group,
no, she's talking about the group she's fucking hanging out with. I know what you were thinking. You thought the Dead. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Just checking.
Yeah. I'm not that cool. I wish.
You might be.
You never know. We've been surprised before.
Yeah.
It's true. It's so true. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna
Don't sell yourself.
Don't bring
that
yourself
dream.
down.
Yeah.
Okay. So the group
My
I'm
dream
with,
is to do
they're
beer
like,
runs for Dead & Co.
Hey, aren't most of them like sober?
Yes. Well, we can get into that. Yeah.
If John Mayer's sober, you call me Miles Davis. All right, because that guy was playing at a show for who the fuck was it? Travis Scott recently, and he looked fucked up. Guy was sweating and looking off into the distance.
He is like really good friends with Dave Chappelle. So
all right. Anyways, let her finish.
I'm sorry,
I'm interrupting her. It's ridiculous.
No, it's great. I love this. I love this so much.
It's gonna happen.
Okay, beer run, Dead & Co. show here in Dallas, and the woman behind me is like making eyes at me. You've been to a show before. You know that there's a certain energy, and sometimes you don't have to say anything.
Totally.
I'm making eyes with this woman, and finally she breaks the silence and she's like, I'm sorry, I'm on mushrooms right now.
Oh.
And I'm like,
okay.
Aren't we all? Like,
yeah.
That's
great.
That's the point. We get to talking, we hit it off, we exchange information. She and her husband and their whole friend group live a few miles away from me. And this summer, because now we have this 3-year friendship.
Sure.
This summer, she is like, yo, you're coming to Fish with us in June. Like, we're going to go to Fish down in Austin. We're going to have a road trip. You're listening to motherfucking Fish.
Okay.
I like this.
This is cool.
And something inside of me goes, not yet.
Whoa.
Not yet. Like, I hear the
It's
bid.
too soon.
It's too soon.
It's too soon.
It's too soon. And I don't know how to quantify that feeling, but as someone who is raised in music, by music.
Wait, I'm sorry. Tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Did you or did you not go to the show?
I did not.
Okay, good for you.
No. I mean, yes, that's fine. No. Be yourself. However, the Moon Age Daydream from 6/28/2025 might be one of the top 10 performances of a specific song that Fish has ever done. Matt, don't shake your head.
No. The
Wait,
fact that
Matt.
you're even saying Moon Age Daydream is fucking ridiculous.
Dude, okay.
Shouldn't even be in your lexicon. The jam of Moon Age Daydream was the best.
Oh my God.
Get out of here,
Time out.
man.
Wait.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wait, Matt,
Yes.
is this where we make fun of Nick for a song recommendation?
I'm not recommending a song. I'm like, for you, I'm sad. I'm sad.
No, she's good. She's
No.
fine.
No.
Because the next Fish show could be the best Fish show.
That is true.
Okay, so just shush. And anyways, so you didn't go. You stiffed them, which I think was great. You're like, nah, I'm going on my own fucking time. You're not gonna tell me to go to Texas and watch Fish, dickhead. right?
Wow. This is her friend.
Yeah, it's her. No, is it your friend or is it just some lady you met there?
No, this is they're not friends, right? Like we, yeah, over the course of 3 years have become friends
Right.
and bond over music and life, and it's all good. Like I trust them when they say you're coming to a concert with us.
Okay.
But
Except for
something inside of me said not yet. Like
Okay.
I see that, I recognize it, but not yet. So fast forward to 25 days ago. 25 days
It is
today,
25.
which is
yeah.
the 25 days of Fishmas. I don't know.
I
Okay.
like that.
25 days ago, I am standing at my desk at my very corporate 9 to 5, and I queue up my weekly Spotify alien funk mix.
Okay.
Spotify makes a new alien funk mix for me every week.
Oh, very cool.
Genius. I love it. And I'm standing there and I'm doing my little clickety clacks. And I'm like, damn, Spotify's popping off with this. What is this? And I look down and I'm like,
It's Fish.
oh, hey there, Fish.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
It's good to
I'm
see
ready.
you.
I'm ready now.
Thanks for coming by.
So was that
Yeah.
like your first time ever hearing the band?
I'm sure I had heard it. I'm sure I had
but
heard
your first
songs.
time like consciously hearing
Not necessarily. Because here's the thing about the band is that the whole point is that most people haven't heard the band. And why they're so big is like, oh, nobody listens to this band. Why the fuck are they so big? Like that's the whole a little bit of allure to Fish is that they're so famous, which they are, though they're like, we're the guys in the corner that nobody pays attention to. Like, yeah, whatever, motherfucker. You were totally just put up to have like to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So somebody's listening. But like that they're so big, but they've had no commercial success. Like none. Zero. They've had no like platinum albums, nothing like that. Like basically anything in Rolling Stones magazine has always talked shit about them. It's just like that's their whole thing. So that's what's kind of funny. You may have never heard from them. And
can I ask a question? Does this enrich then your connection to the band? Do you like that they have not had that sort of splash?
We're not going to agree.
Yeah, I know, because Nick and I fight on this shit all the time.
Fight.
Yeah, no, we do it all the time.
Dude, fuck that. For some reason, they...
Go, come on.
For some reason, they have this self-sabotaging desire to, like, say, hey, you know what? I really want to have commercial success. And then instead of going for it, halfway through, not going for it. And then pretending that the system is against them. That is a problem that I have with the band.
Yeah, so at this point, I think they know it's cool to be on the outer fringes of the music scene because they can walk out on the street, and they've talked about this, walking out on the street and not being noticed, right? And so they've been
not around
like,
me,
given
buddy.
this, not around this crazy fuck.
But like, yo, Paige!
Yeah, exactly. Pull your pants down.
Oh,
so no, that's a thing. That's a thing for Nick.
No, I have pants on.
You'll learn this. You'll learn this. So anyways, I think that over the time, I think they were really pissed off that they didn't get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And
okay,
we talked about No, but they've always said that they don't give a shit, right? They don't care. They don't need this, any of that stuff. But I think when they got the recognition and they got all these fan votes, because they got like 200,000
350,000.
Yeah, 350,000 fan votes, and it was like 150,000
I voted like 10 times
more than the other people that were on that list. And I think when they didn't get in, I think it really chapped at least two of their asses. Like 2 out of the 4. They're like, fuck this. Because they were in California at that time. And the minute when that came out, like their performances went down the fucking tubes.
You know what? So I'm not going to make a recommendation of a song, but I will say that, hey, skip the Hollywood Bowl shows. How about that?
Totally.
That's fine.
Garbage.
But I would go listen to that Moon Age Daydream. I mean, dude, it is a jam. Like 6/28/2025 really was like...
Okay, so anyway, so through this whole thing, Molly, like what has been your like coolest Like, or like what you're like really loving about this band or not loving about this band. I'm cool with either one.
I feel like you're loving it. I've seen some of your stuff.
I've
it
seen
doesn't
some of your
look like
stuff.
You're having a bad time. By the way, your dad is a total sport. If I tried to ever play fish with my dad, he'd be like, fuck this, bro.
When I try to play fish with my wife, she's like, fuck this, get it off now.
I'm surprised you're alive.
Yeah, I know.
Real quick, we're going to stop and say happy birthday to my dad. Today is his birthday.
Nick.
Happy birthday. Oh.
Come on. Come on. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, you're supposed to be Johnny on the spot with this shit. All right, there we go. Happy birthday. What's his name? We don't have to say his full name, but
Michael.
Michael, what is the last four of his social and his mom's maiden name? Happy birthday, Michael.
Happy birthday.
Yes. Yeah. Happy birthday.
That's great.
Yeah. Okay. So what am I enjoying? What am I not enjoying?
Yeah.
Is the question.
Sure.
Okay. Yes. That is such a short, simple answer, but so I have made connections through being very public about this journey. And one of the connections that I've made is telling me I have never seen someone be welcomed so warmly into the fold. And I take that not lightly. Like I feel very honored that out of the, few dozen people that are regularly engaging with me, it is 1000% positive. People are just stoked that I'm here and like wanting to share in something that they love. And isn't that what it's all about?
Yeah.
Like, I love this fan base, or at least the fan base that I've been able to for now. And there is a little fear in that unknown, right? Like, if I keep going, is there a point where I just piss people off because I'm not progressing the way that they want me to?
Well, number one, fuck them. Okay. Yeah. At the end of the day, fuck them. And this is what I was trying to tell you is that and it's been really recent. So it's been, and I'm not trying to say women in general, but women with this specific scene and kind of what in the realm that you're doing has been a new thing. I've noticed a lot more women doing this type of thing. However, you're going about it in a way that I think most people can just like kind of just go with. You're just listening. You're just feeling the vibe. You're enjoying your time. You're not like putting anything to it, right? You're not rage baiting. You're not doing anything. You're just being you. And so genuine comes across as genuine. So people see that and they're like, okay, this is great. However, our genuine really upsets people, or like my genuine really bothers people. 100%, which I don't.
My genuine really makes people want to correct me, which is funny because the other day Jimmy Cliff died, very sad, and I said he was one of the most talked about musicians on our show besides Fish and the Talking Heads, and then somebody corrected me, and we'll save that for another day. But just Matt, remind me that I have a list, user submitted, on other bands I talk about more.
I was at David Byrne last night here in Dallas.
Oh, nice!
Fuck yeah. Dude, that
Nick went.
Yeah, so truly one of the best shows.
Please tell me she's recording, by the way, Nick, because I do not see her thing moving.
Yeah, everybody's good.
Okay, good. All right, we're good.
Am I?
Yeah, you're good. You're all right. And it wouldn't be you, it would be Nick.
There's a little, hold on, there's a little green check mark by me. Does that mean?
Yeah. No, I've got.
Okay. It means that's who you are.
No, Matt decided that he was going to like take a giant step forward into the moon age and cut the cord from his house and is now satellite internet ready. And in doing so, he has no idea what's happening in the universe.
I got rid of it. It wasn't working. You did?
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah.
They didn't sponsor us anyway. I reached out. I'm like, hey, give us $50,000 and we'll plug your stupid internet. No. So that David Byrne concert is phenomenal. He puts on a show. And everybody there, and I loved how like the band is an ensemble. So instead of a drummer, he's got like 3 or 4. The imagery behind it, he takes the whole thing super seriously. It was a highlight of my year. Besides this episode, which is phenomenal.
Truly, no, this is This is an honor, a privilege. This is so cool to be, colliding universes with you guys. This
Yeah,
is
totally.
impeccable. So, one thing that I love about last night's show and what I love about the music that I love is that it really activates, not only activates, but validates my synesthesia. So, meaning that as I move through the world, oftentimes my senses become synchronized and it kind of overlaps. And so, a show like David Byrne, it's the visuals, but it's also the music and it's the type of instruments and it's the choreography, it's the outfits, it's the everything is input for me. And my brain clicks. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is an outward expression of the innermost workings of my heart. And someone has been able to harness it in a way and mirror it back to me and the audience. And also just feeling the energy of the audience. Like, hello, I'm in the South.
Right.
There is no fucking reason there should have been an auditorium full of people who were cheering and dancing and woo-hooing when he plastered up on the screen, "Make America Gay Again." And I'm like,
well, it depends on where you are in Texas, right? I mean, Texas is such a weird state. However,
sure.
we really don't talk about politics on here because everybody does. Sure. And like we would,
and
love
we don't have to talk about that.
Yeah,
but
it's great.
No, your observation is spot on.
Yeah,
this music creates a space where none of that has to matter, but it is a space where the people who love humanity and love survival and like the joys of survival come together for one night and celebrate that, holy shit, you guys, we made it. Look at all of the bullshit we survived in order to get to this show tonight. And now we just get to let loose.
Right.
Oh my God. It's so
and that's what I recreate in my kitchen. Like, this is my safe space.
Right.
So when I say, hey, Fish, I'm going to invite you into the dance floor of my mind right now. Let's just get groovy.
And guess what? They're like, absolutely. We'll be here for you. And not only that, we will fuck you up with it because it's so good. Like that's the thing is like, I think, I'm really happy that you're having that journey with the band. And I think that like, all right. So what is the negative part about it?
That there aren't spring shows announced yet. Like the number of people that are like, come to MSG, like that's your first. And again, that like internal thing that I don't know how to quantify yet goes,
sure.
A first show as like,
I wouldn't steer you away from it. I wouldn't steer you to it.
I don't feel called to that yet, but. Good. If they were to go to the Sphere in the spring, I'd be there.
See, my internal thing is saying, fuck no.
Oh, tell me about that.
I don't get it for me. Like, for me, it's detracting
Fish has a really hard time playing.
Would you take it easy, Kimmy?
When there's visual stimulant outside of the band. And the Sphere is a great example of that. There's some amazing tracks on there, but as a whole, the entire 4 nights, I would rate lower than a B.
So Matt answered the question for you.
Nick?
Yeah, but I was answering the question.
I know, but...
And you answered it for me.
I couldn't... Well, I knew where you were going.
I know,
but in essence, like when Fish plays by the ocean, right? You would think they're Fish... They sing songs about the ocean. They get by the ocean. And then Fishman is just staring at the fucking waves the whole time, like drumming along with the images that he's seeing. And so you get a noticeably different show when that happens.
So from our perspective, like the thing is that what we do here on this show and what Nick and I have always done is like, and what's been part of the culture too, is that there is an essence of like, let's be here, let's be connected, like feel the flow, be in the vibe. And that's totally a big part of it. Another part of it is that we're nerds, right? We're music nerds. So, and it's always been part of the culture to sort of like, all right, how did they play Rogue the other night? And that segue into that. And what did they tease? And what did they do? And like, so there's like that element to it. That's sort of like a sports type of vibe to it where you're like critiquing everything that's going on. And like, all the little things that are happening.
Do you critique
and what is that
yet?
Oh, okay. I like this question. I also respect the art. It's an art and science, right? Like the thing that you're doing, I'm stoked on it. And I'm not there yet. Or maybe that's not
and maybe you don't have to even be there.
It's definitely the critique maybe is more of just a feeling. And I don't really dwell too long on negative critiques. More it's just like, man, I was so excited. So an example of this is that as I began this journey 3.5 weeks ago, people start suggesting not just studio songs or albums, but they're like, you got to listen to this live show from this exact date because I was there.
Right.
Can we just pause and like, that is such a beautiful love language to say, I lived this thing and I want to bring you into my world and I want you to listen to it and love it. And I want you to experience it the way that I did. It's a lot of pressure too.
Yeah. Because you may not like it.
It's not even that I won't like it, but of course I'm not going to have the exact experience.
Right. So and that's part of that is like a fish thing to do. So like,
it's beautiful.
It is, but it can be obsessive. So like there is a beauty to it, but there's also like a nature's like, you don't understand. Like if you didn't get it, or like you're like, yeah, totally cool jam, whatever. But like, no, you don't get it, man. It was so much more than that. Just like, yeah, totally. For you, it was. I get it. I love it. For you, it was great.
There's a lot of drugs. There's a lot of emotions.
Like, which is great. Yeah. I have those moments.
Super subjective.
You listened to one the other day. You listened to the MoMA from 2/23/03.
Yes.
I know two dudes that were at that show.
Yeah, motherfucker. It was my first show. So it was like my first show.
Like my million.
I was dead center. Yeah, because you started 100 years ago. Old as fuck.
Yes, that is accurate. Yeah. Only perk about being old is I saw Fish.
Yeah, you did. You saw them like when I would have loved to have seen them. So anyways, like I was at that show. So like I have this like core memory of like being there, being a sophomore in high school. You get very
angry when I insult that show.
But because people overlook that show, right? So like I'm always really bothered about that because I'm like, all right, yeah, it was the first time. Good. Fuck you, man. It was the first time that they ever played their own solo stuff. And
it was also the last time that they played those some of those songs.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
But they opened up with You Enjoy Myself, which floored the shit out of me. And and they played like the funkiest MoMA and the funkiest fucking Ghost. I don't know anybody that's going to find anything close to what those were. And like, it was just like, it was an experience, but it was my experience. And of course I'm going to be like, you got to listen because it was so meaningful to me at that time. However, some of those jams do hold up. I wasn't as fucked up as I was at many other shows. So like I wasn't. So I could definitely like remember the songs and the jams. Like there are some shows you're like, I don't even remember that happening.
And someone articulated this perfectly in my comment section this morning saying, I go back and listen to the shows that I've been to hear what I missed when I was there.
Yes.
And again, I kind of explained how shows, concerts, it's a burst of every sensation for me. And so there is a lot of input. There's a lot of processing happening when I'm at a show. And it did not dawn on me. And maybe this sounds so simple, but it did not dawn on me until I started this journey and people were like, listen to my show, listen to this one, and it's going to blow your mind. Like, okay, cool. Like you're inviting me into that moment. And then I was like, I could listen to the shows that I've been to.
Yep.
And last weekend, I was like, I don't even know where to begin, but I searched for the feeling that I wanted to remember. And it was taking a coworker I had never met in person who lives in New York City, one of my friends who had been to a Dead and Co show with me a few months prior, and then two friends that had never even heard of the Dead. And I was like, hey guys, we're going to come from all corners of the US and meet up in Boulder, Colorado for one night. And we're going to go to this concert. And I queued up one of the songs from the show and was overwhelmed with the joy and the emotion, not even necessarily of the music, but of that sensation of standing on those horribly uncomfortable bleachers.
What? Those are so comfy.
And just being like arm in arm with people that I loved so much that I was willing to say, don't just listen to a show I've been to, come to a fucking show with me. Come live it with me. Come stand here and just get fucking cherished.
Yeah.
Well, I got to say,
and now I get to tap into that whenever I want.
No, so what you are describing is something that I will say is a universal truth for Phish, which is the community that they have built is generally of incredibly solid people that want to share exactly what you just talked about.
Come be here with me in this moment. With the exception of some
people on the floor. Those people kind of suck.
Yeah. So if I were to tell you anything, like any like real suggestion about when you go to a Phish show and like what not to do, don't push your weight. Don't try to be in the front. Like you just don't.
Well, I think front. Do I give rail energy? Do I give like front energy?
If you want to, that's you. But like the shitty people are generally within the first 20 rows of the band, and the band knows it. By the way, did you see that in MSG they shrunk the floor?
Did they really?
So now it's maybe only 20 people deep, and then the rest is seated with a seating chart.
It's about fucking time.
Dude, I am so excited about that decision. It's
about time.
I love being on the floor. I hate being in general. I'm not a cattle animal.
It gets violent. It can get very militant and very
emotionally
crazy.
Or physically?
No, physically.
Yeah, dude, the people down there are... The closer you get to the stage, the worse they are. It's the only barometer in Phish that is like kind of true.
Which is funny to me because that says something about the people who want the proximity to the band, because
it's crazy.
The whole reason you go is the proximity to the music. And if you're doing it right, you can be anywhere. You can be shitting your brains out in the bathroom in the foyer and you're still going to have a good You're still going to have a good time.
At least I don't go up behind people and just say, hey, stranger, while they're going to the bathroom. Okay,
first
bro?
of all, that's only you that I do it to. And second of all, that's why Trey wrote the song. Okay, before we let you go, have you reached the point where you now have you have a high EQ, right? Your emotional intelligence seems to be a little higher than probably almost everybody on the planet. So, do you have an emotional relationship with members of the band in your head at the moment?
I will admit I do not even know the band members' names other than Trey, because I saw Trey at Grateful Dead 60th at Golden Gate Park this year. That was like the first time ever hearing Trey, and I can't even really tell you what I heard from his band, right? Like they opened one day at...
Oh, Tab.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tab's okay.
Tab. I'm learning. Okay, thank you. Yes. I don't know what they played.
I'm learning Dogs in a Pile. I had no idea what the fuck you were talking about the other day. I'm like, dude, I should know this maybe, but I don't. And then you're like, Dogs in a Pile. I'm like, oh, that's why.
And this is one of my moments too, where like, you guys have said, hey, step into my world. And then I turn it on you and I'm like, dude, I am traveling across the country to come to a city that is so close to you. Come to this show. I promise.
I would go to the show to hang out with you. I would not go to the show to listen to them. Like, so what I was trying to say is like, I was into like jam band scene for like the longest time, like in high school, early 20s, like just...
You got started early.
Yeah, wicked. Oh, I started everything early. Like,
am I into the jam band scene? I don't think so.
You kind of did, but like, so I did it, and like for me, it was like Phish just like nailed all those points for me.
Ooh,
Like it was like
yeah.
it needed everything that I wanted it to do, and like everything else that I heard, I was like, you're just doing what they're doing, and like, but you're doing it a little bit differently, but not really. There's like nothing different where I was like when I went to see Medeski, I was like, all right, that's different. That's a different type of jam band. They're really doing their own thing. Same thing with like when you go see Bela Fleck and the Flecktones, they jam, but it's very different. Same thing with like Soul Live, just like a different vibe. They're doing their own thing, but like there was like String Cheese Incident. Like there's a lot of these
these
things
are some
that
of
are
the
like
stupidest names I've
it's
ever
just
heard.
like they're doing the same thing. And so like Dogs in a Pile, they're all really good musicians. I just felt like I never was getting anything different from them. Like I'm out there to like search for different. I want to feel different. Like I want to see somebody like, whoa, I've never seen that happen at a jam band show. I've
Have you
never
been to
seen
Goose?
Oh, fuck you, dude.
Oh,
Do
do
you
we have
listen?
certified Goose haters in the chat?
Oh my god. So no, I'm not. Matt's a hater. He's not really. I'm not really here. Do you listen to Goose? If
I do.
if I said Rick's killing it, you know who I'm talking about?
I do.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
Also, happy belated birthday to Rick.
I'm sorry.
So
sorry.
Wait.
Can you imagine though, Matt, for a second, can you imagine
this is the
that
best.
someone in the
right
universe,
Yes.
someone in the universe just stops and pauses in their day to be like, I hope Matt's having a good day. Like that's what we just did. And that's
I know. Listen, I hope he has a wonderful birthday. So no, I'm just fucking around. It's not that bad. I think what happened with the Goose thing for Fish fans is you had the Goose people come in like with sharp elbows and be like, they're the next Fish. All right. Same thing happened with Fish fans with the Dead. People were like, this is the next Dead. So Dead fans were like, fuck you. What are you talking about? It's not the next Dead. There is no
Matt,
next
that's
Dead.
a great point. That is,
but there is no next anything. There's no next Beatles. There's no next Dead. There's no next Fish. There is what your thing, right? It's your thing. And so like my whole thing is, but the band started to sort of do that with themselves as well. Where it's like, we're kind of the next. We're taking on 4 Fish. It's like, no, you're not. The best thing for you to do as a band is do your own thing. Be you. Go out, do your own thing, and have people love. You're never going to be the next Fish. You're just fucking not.
So in that vein, in the last invitation I'll make, come to Dogs in a Pile. I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling you.
What am I gonna? Okay, so what other than your wonderful company, which I totally would enjoy. Okay, what are they bringing me? Like, what am I listening to that like any other jam band in the last? Oh, hey, sweetie.
What? You guys can keep talking.
Welcome to Insufficient, where family is part of the deal.
When I pop,
sometimes like, you won't see it. My daughter will like appear here in this background. It's like Nick's favorite thing in the world.
Okay?
So like my whole thing
beautiful.
Isn't that nice? I love that. We've always been okay with the family barging in. It's always been part
family.
Of the deal. Yes.
Your
family.
kid, when she
shows up here,
materializes out of the background, it's like Star Trek. And it's the most amazing thing. And she's always got this look on her face like, and now I'm here.
Yeah. So like I feel bad because I feel like I'm sort of a music snob. If you haven't found out already. But it's just my deal. It's just like what I am. So anyways, I just don't know what I would be like. I want to go there and like be blown away. I want to be go there and be transported. I'm looking for that in my music. I'm looking
the only
to
band
be like
that can
wowed.
Meet that expectation if you go in with that expectation really kind of is Fish. Everybody
when I went to Radiohead, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh my God. When I saw Tom Petty.
When you walked in, were you like, I want you guys to blow my fucking mind? Or were you like, I want to go see Radiohead because they're a great fucking band?
I was like, I want to go see Radiohead because I love their music. And I was totally floored.
Right.
Totally
but
floored.
The expectation was not there. I'm saying that Fish is the only band that will meet that expectation if you walk in with it, which is, I want to go see a show that's going to blow my mind. Fish is the only one that will deliver on that expectation. Other shows will blow your mind, but Not if you go in with that. Alanis
but you know that's not true. I've showed up at Phish shows and not been blown.
But not every time.
That didn't sound right. I'm blown away. Christ. Okay, I
Dude,
came off really bad.
Warning is how on the podcast we're gonna go a little longer and we're gonna two-part.
No, it's
so you guys
stop
keep
looking
talking.
Stop looking at the time. We have a guest on.
Dude, Trey looks at the clock the whole fucking time. I'm looking at the clock. That's what.
Anyways, I guess what's the hard cutoff here? When do we need to stop yapping?
It doesn't. There is no real hard cutoff. Normally we do 25 minutes, but since we have a guest, I'm not going to put that constraint because I want to see where this goes. So
hit him with the part 2.
Nick does need to. Yeah, we could do a part 2.
We're already doing a part 2. The first episode ended 10 minutes ago. This is 10 minutes into the episode.
So we might as well just
keep going.
We'll hit the 40 something mark. All right. So yeah, I'm sure you're looking at me and be like, oh Jesus, like this kid, this fucking guy, he's got a lot of like expectations about music.
You do seem to have some expectations.
Yeah. So like I just feel like I've been to so much of that stuff in my youth, like those bands that like kind of just like did the same thing. I just like can't lose myself. Like I just can't like let go.
Okay. And I hear you. Yeah, okay. 1000%. I'm in a group chat with like it's me, my dad, and then a bunch of these other older men who work and exist in the music space, whether they are musicians or they're like sound techs or like they are dialed the fuck in on music. And then there's just me and my dad who are like wearing tie-dye t-shirts and like bobbing our heads along. Like,
awesome.
So they've like introduced us and kind of like invited us into their space, and they'll drop music recommendations. They'll, drop a YouTube link or here's a playlist or here's an album I'm listening to. And we philosophize, we talk, they tell us the technicalities of what's going on. And then me and my dad are like, but didn't you hear the color lime green throughout the like second verse? Like, right? We're just like,
I love that. So, it's your interpretation of it though.
And it's really fucking cool. But there's this guy in the group who is a musician and just really, really cool. And he once told me that I have this like innate ability to not become a relic when it comes to music. And that I have this, like, I'm trying to find what he said, but he essentially just said that, like, I refuse to be satisfied with the things that I like currently. Yes. And that I have this internal hunger to find that. So I hear that in what you're saying. Like,
that's what it is.
Dude, I have felt so satiated and satisfied with the music that I've heard, and I want that again. And sometimes we like naturally grieve the possibility of being let down. Like, what if I put in my energy? What if I take my next Friday night away from listening to my favorite Phish shows in the comfort of my own home and take a risk on going to hear this band and they let me down?
Well, no. What you're talking about, and
it's true,
what you guys are circling on, was actually something Trey talked about on a podcast with some guitarist.
With
What's his
Corey
name?
Wong. Stop pretending like you don't know who that fucking amazing guy is.
We're gonna have a part 2 to this someday because you're a great guest, and obviously you need to come back on. But we're gonna call it cutting through the noise. And so what you're doing is, or what you're describing is like Netflix, right? I could start this TV show. I have no idea if it's going to be good or not, or I can go watch The Office for the millionth time and at least know that 22 minutes will be spent on something of quality. And so you could try something new musically, or you could go listen to your favorite Phish show, and you don't really know in 2025 because there are so many choices. And so I think you've done a great job, and you and your father putting together like a way to cut through that, like the noise, the
bullshit
of all that's out there, and find stuff that is meaningful.
Right. And like, I think there's also an aspect to it too, is that like, okay, so my whole thing is like, I've been a musician for 25 years. So like I'm coming from a place of like playing music and like wanting to, as a musician, do different things, because I just don't want to be repeating the same things to certain people. And like, I want to, there's so much music out there. There's so much to try, like try everything, right? Try it all. So like when I hear people like jamming, I'm not saying anything about their musicianship. Great musicians, awesome musicians, accomplished musicians, great. But like, what are they doing with the jam that is different to me? Like, are they just crescendoing and then bringing it down and then crescendoing again and bringing it down? Like,
You're making fun of Max Creek.
No.
By the way, so I won't recommend songs, but if you want to try Max Creek, interesting. That's
good.
That's Mike's partner for like his solo stuff. He gets with a guy named Scott.
So like Wolfpack. Have you heard Wolfpack?
Yes.
All right. Like I'm like, all right, Wolfpack doing something kind of different. And like now they're leading the way in that type of music, which is like sort of like new age soul funk deal, right? Like they kind of started doing it. And like now you hear it everywhere, like that stylistic vibe to it with the like the muted bass and like that's in the muted drums and that funky feel. And I love that. But you've seen this like, okay, Corey Wong has come from that. Corey Wong stemmed from Wolfpack, has done Corey Wong's thing, which is amazing. He's a wonderful musician. He does crazy stuff. And I'm a jazz fan, so I'm always going to be listening for that jazz side to it. But now you see people like, I'm trying to think of the drummer, Nate Smith, who's now playing with the guys from Wolfpack, and they're doing their own thing. But like they started this like whole different vibe, and like they jam differently, and like they're bringing their own taste to it, and like that's all I'm looking for.
Sure. So would it suffice to sometimes when you're at a show that zeal, that zest kind of dies off with the music? Maybe you're
right.
like, does it suffice for you then to look around you and say, maybe this isn't reaching me, but holy shit, that girl's fucking vibing. And
totally.
Then that becomes the extension of the music that reaches
you. It's usually
you and
during Gotta Jaboo.
It's an inside joke.
It's not an inside joke. It's a show theme. We make fun of the song Gotta Jaboo because everybody in the crowd absolutely loves that song.
They just go nuts for it, and it's like it's one of their lamest songs. And so you're just like
I mean, it might not be lame, but to Matt and I, it's lame. And you look over, and Matt is going to now do the impression of somebody vibing out to Gotta Jaboo.
Oh, you're just gonna be like, someone's like, yeah, and you're like, really, Gotta Jaboo?
No,
like,
that's not even it. They're like going hard. Like
I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I mean, just like so. But here's the thing: like, you could say, I'll go to a show with you, and you'd be like, wait a second, he's totally enjoying every moment of this.
You do enjoy. Right? He does enjoy every.
Like
moment
I dance.
You can see it on my face. I'm like, no.
He does not dance.
I don't dance at all. I just kind
of
nod
old dad
my head.
Thing.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Well, I mean, as you see, I am a dad, and not everything needs to be arms moving.
But I do understand what you're saying. I get it. Like you go and be like, all right, that person's really enjoying themselves. No, her.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think that can kind of be something too, where even if the music isn't teaching you something new or saying, here, Matt, like, here's how you are going to integrate this into your music and like your musical practices.
Right.
You are then observing what is the emotion they're bringing out in people. And now how do you take that? How do you take that person jamming out to this lame ass song and transform your own music? Right. And so I think that can be part of it too. I've been to lame ass shows where I'm like, why did I spend money on this?
Yeah.
But at those shows, I've also met lifelong friends.
Totally.
I've made connections. Like,
yep.
And so even if the music or the song wasn't the thing I took away, there is always something to be gained in going to the concert.
Yeah. I would agree with that. There's always people and vibes that you're going to get at the show where you're connecting with people.
100%.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I have a request, and maybe this derails us a little bit, but I have not listened to my Fish song for my 25th day. Would y'all... And I want to be respectful and aware of timing, and also knowing that most of these songs go on for a handful of minutes. But if you would want to take the driver's seat, I would love for one of you or both of you to pick a song, cue me up for day 25. And can we just listen? And like maybe it's we listen to a clip of it. And if you want to pause and debrief and tell me what you're thinking and feeling or what you heard at that show, I would love to be invited into your world, but also like help me to help you. Day 25, let's listen to some Fish.
Okay, so so you're like, this is what happens with Fish fans when you tell them, like, dude, what song, like, what's? And by the way, I have gone to many a Fish show where I'm like, that didn't hit, that show did not hit, like, but I enjoyed the vibe, right? Or like, I think I just sorry to like kind of belabor that point, but I really think that there is a lot to what you're saying. Is like, you may not like the group or you may not like the music, but you can have an experience, right?
Yeah.
And so there is validity to that for sure. Like I said, I would go to the show and probably really enjoy your company and like whoever you're with, and we'd have a really good time. And then, that would be it. So no, it's a good point.
Or it would blow your fucking mind.
It could. If
you're open to it.
Yes, it could.
So back to first of all, you're on day 25. That means that December 15th is going to be your 46th day. And I'm assuming that you're familiar with the Fish song 46 Days.
No.
That's a head shake.
But I love this.
Please tell me that that's not the song that you're going to tell her right now.
No, but on day 46, she has to listen to 46 Days.
Yes, day 46, you'd have to listen to 46. Or you don't have to, but it'd be cool.
You absolutely have to. It's like a law in the state of Texas that if you listen to Fish for 45 days, on the 46th day, you have to listen to 46 Days. And then you also have to tell me whether or not he says Nicole or the Cole.
Okay.
It's written down. There's nothing to experience. It's like
Fish.
The lyric is written.
They make up their lyrics all the time.
All right, so I'm trying to think of like, so you already listened to a show like I'm just that I think would have been great.
Dude, so what is absolutely amazing here is you broke Matt's brain. Just FYI, I know him. I've known him for like a decade. When that one eye starts to get a little twitchy, brain broken. So by asking him for a song recommendation,
eye twitch?
Yeah, it did. She's like, "Could you recommend a song for my 25th day?" And the glitch. Yep, there it is. I am personally loving this, and I think I'll let Matt do his thing right now, which is try to come up with a great song selection. Then I'm going to give you one right out of my ass, and then at some point you'll have gotten to listen to both of them, and I'm going to say that the margin of victory for one song over the other, I don't know which one will win, will be so small, and that's the beauty of Fish. Okay, Matt, do your thing.
I'm trying to think like.
Let me dial it in, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the astrological charts of when Molly was born to find out. No. Okay.
All right, so
I'm hitting mute.
Have you heard anything from? Do you know any? Have you listened to any of their festivals? Anything like that?
Oh, that's good. That's
so. Do you know Big Cypress at all?
No.
Yeah, you're just pissed because you haven't listened to it. It's ridiculous,
dude. It's so
Big.
Good.
Big Cypress is one of their many festivals that Fish did. They did it from '99 going into the millennia. So it was a big deal. They did it down in Florida. 85,000 people showed up. They literally played from 11 o'clock at night till 8 in the morning straight. They watched the sunrise with their fans.
And then they got on a plane and got the fuck out.
Yeah, they did. They got on a plane and like Trey went home and he was like had to have this like normal New Year's Day celebration with his family. He was like, I just like went through the most intense experience of my life with these four guys. And now I just have to be like normal. So anyways, there's some really good shit there from that show. I'm just trying to figure out.
Is there a song that was playing as the sun was rising?
Oh,
okay, so this.
Yes,
so
there is.
Here's what I'm feeling. Here's what I'm picking up on. Light and sun are a big theme for me in music to evoke kind of the awakening and the greet the new day, and it's energizing, but it's also very calming and grounding and humbling. And I would love to feel that. So if we could listen to the song that everyone listened to as the sun was actually coming up. That's what I want.
Wow, you're really. I'm trying to figure out what the heck.
I'm going to take this opportunity.
I was going to give you sand because that sand.
Yeah, it's good.
Sand is fucking ridiculous.
I trust you. I trust you.
Shit.
I'm going to take this opportunity to do a classic Nick correction. So I have said that Fish rarely, if never, has gone for it on a studio album. Since you brought up the word light on Joy, there's a track called Light, and that is the closest they've ever come, in my opinion, to actually going for it, like leaving everything on a track. So if you have the time, I would listen to Light on Joy.
Okay, did you actually hear like a live one? Have you listened to that album at all?
Okay, so that's what I was going to actually recommend.
Have you listened?
I don't want to be rude. Oh, hold on.
You're not being rude.
I'm very visual, so let me pull up here because.
So wait, if I'm understanding this correctly, you're 100% listening to Fish for the Fish music, and almost 0% for like the Fish lore that comes along with it.
Because there's a lot there. It's like really
there is a lot. There is a lot. I essentially feel like my comment sections right now are like me getting miracled into a show. Like I'm just on TikTok, like, hey, does
people want to invite you?
Can anyone get me into what's going on? And I now have thousands of, and some of that's repeated, right? Someone's like, you have to listen to, and there's like 50 of those comments. But I'm keeping track of, sometimes people cue it up too. Like people really pick up on what will reach me, and they're like, hey, the sun was rising when we listened to this song. Like, I think you're going to dig this. And that calls to me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to cue that up for day 25. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I am simply just being invited into the moment. And I do not do much research or, deep digging before I arrive. I just arrive at the moment. I let it hit me. And then someone drops a red circle emoji in the comment section and is like, hell yeah, red circles. And I'm like,
yeah,
red circles, man. Yeah, sure.
Like, great. So what the fuck is red circles?
Well, do we know what the red circles are?
Do you know what the red circles are?
Donuts. Is this right?
Do you know why?
Okay, so it's behind me. You see it?
Yes,
behind me?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Yes. There was a show where they handed out or there was like a run where they handed out.
That was way later on in the.
Okay.
So that happened in 2017.
Okay, so you're proving my point, which I think
I'm mixing lore.
No, but it's really interesting because you might be the only person who listens to Fish and doesn't get into the lore, which is really kind of cool.
But that's now. She's only been 5 days into it.
Dude, most people don't like the music, but then they love the lore, and then they learn to love the music.
So when you're ready, and if you are ever
John
ready.
Fishman wears a dress with donuts on it.
That's right, the dress. Yes.
It's the red circles.
And before that, it was eyes. He had like eyes. So in like 93, he had like a muumuu full of eyes on it.
Oh,
and so that was
that.
Yeah, dude. I've sent you pictures.
I wear earrings that are eyes to shows because it's so much fun to like.
Is it the Monty
people.
eye?
They kind of just look like my eyes. Like they're kind of just.
Is that
eyes.
So that animals think that you're looking at them from the side of your head just to weird them out?
I mean, sometimes I meet people at shows and they see me and they're just like staring at my earlobes. They're like, wait, this chick's got eyes on her ears. What's going on?
That happened to me when I went to Baker's Dozen because I had the donuts. My wife painted those on my toes.
Yeah.
And people
Why
were like,
people looking at your toes?
Because they couldn't avoid it. They're like, dude, that is awesome.
Because they're massive?
Yeah.
Because you put them in their face. All right.
I have Frodo toes.
Let me tell you something.
So does my daughter.
There's two controversial takes on Insuphishient. One,
am I going to play the song or what? Are we going to am I doing this?
We can't actually play music on a podcast.
Well, I can hold it up.
Well, you can. We can pause and we can listen. But before we get there, one, Led Zeppelin is not that great of a band compared to...
No, please. No, I love the start of that finish. Go on. Hats off. Yep.
Who,
Go ahead.
Who does the song Freebird?
Oh, fuck you, dude.
And then 2, Paul McCartney won the Beatles.
That's not a thing.
Well,
you don't win the Beatles.
No, she's got Beatles behind her, so I'm going to take the opportunity.
Okay, all right, what do you mean by that?
Respectfully.
Ooh, Ringo.
Is that Ringo?
That is definitely
Ringo. We talked
Ringo.
about this.
Okay.
So Ringo wins the Beatles.
No, Ringo has the lowest probability chance of actually winning the Beatles. He might be the greatest.
Because he didn't need to.
He might be the greatest Beatle, but that's different, right? Each of them as individual people.
Ringo's but that's why I love Ringo. He didn't need to win anything. He was just there for the music, for the moment.
He's so underrated. Completely underrated as a drummer. And if you ask any professional drummer that knows anything about drumming, they will always tell you that Ringo is one of the best drummers ever. Just because he didn't have chops and he couldn't shed at 64th note, triplets, and whatever the hell, doesn't mean he wasn't good. They had 350 songs, and he wrote the perfect part for each fucking song. I don't know many drummers or any drummers that can do that. It's amazing. It's amazing. It fits right in the song.
And he did not fit in with the band. And that's the beautiful part about Ringo is that he was the misfit. He was also such an anchor of it's what he does now. Peace and love, baby.
Right.
Why are y'all being such divas? Okay, Paul, you need to win. That's great. Ringo's I'm here when you're ready, brother.
He's I'll put out the beats when you need them.
Yes.
All right.
And
do you think that there's a Ringo star in Fish? And I know you don't know their names, but you know that they have 4 musicians.
All right, so you know what the drummer's name is, right? You got to know what the drummer's name is.
Fishman.
John Fishman.
Yeah.
Okay.
The band is called Fish because the drummer's name is Fish.
It's Fishman. Yeah.
I've seen subreddits about this of yes or no. So I feel that's a controversial take too.
So it was no,
it's confirmed.
Trey came out and said the band is named after him because he's always said the band is named after. He said in an interview once, the band is named after him. That's why if you're going to see Fish, I would always be focusing on Fish, while he's playing.
Line in, and now you're hooked, literally, because you're starting to go into the lore, which is good. So I'm gonna take this opportunity. There's Fishman, he's the drummer. There's Mike Gordon, he plays bass. There's Paige McConnell, plays the piano, and then there's Trey, who obviously is the guitarist. One of these 4 members is really kind of on the outside for most of the early years.
Can I give a guess?
1.0,
yes,
2.0.
Yes,
please do.
And it can be wrong, but purely off of vibes. And not even knowing, I don't know what these men look like. I know what Trey looks like because I saw him 3 months ago.
Sorry.
Keys captivate me in Fish's music.
Keys.
The piano, the organ, the synthy, the holy fucking shit. I'm I want everything else to shut the fuck up and turn that up max volume.
Is that your answer? The Keys guy?
Paige, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're 100% right. You are 100% right. He has always been, so he wasn't even supposed to be a part of the band. It was supposed to be 2 guitar players. They had a guitar player, Jeff Hornsworth or whatever the heck it was.
Jeff.
And they didn't bring Paige until 1985. And Trey didn't want a keyboard player, which I think is ridiculous. Because could you see Trey sharing the spotlight with any other guitar player? I can't.
No, but what's crazy is that Paige saw them play and said, "I want to be in this band" in 1983, and for 2 years, all he did was try to get into that band, and then successfully did, and then I think regretted it for about 2 decades.
That's Nick's take. He definitely didn't feel like he was accepted.
He's my favorite member of the band.
Mine too.
Fishman's my favorite by far. It's just not even a question, like, because like he is the most different. He's so different. Like as a drummer, I'm a drummer, so
you like the novelty too. You chase the that's cool.
Yes.
No, it's really cool.
He's a weirdo.
Yeah,
the guy is like 5'2". He's the tiniest man in the world. He wears a dress. His style is like playing water, and that's what he's always said. He's like, I want my technique to be like if I were water. And like that's so interesting to me. Like, and if you look at him while he plays, his arms are very like he just kind of rolls with it.
What is this, and Avatar?
Yeah, I was just about to ask, like, you as a musician, which of the elements do you feel like you embody the most? And is that maybe why you connect with him? Is because he's kind of introducing you to the water scene, or do you?
Yeah, well, it's also just like the way that he plays, and like it really is. And we've talked to Maya. Have you know Maya Hatch? She's like a Goose influencer. You've probably seen her dancing around on TikTok. If you're getting into the Fish thing, she'll probably show up on your feed at some point. But she's a big Goose fan, and she said to her the reason that Fish is so different is because of the drummer. Like she's like he's just so different.
Fish is the drummer. Like if you could replace Trey is the most replaceable. I hate to say it, love you to death, Trey, but you could put in a really good guitarist and you would still have that Fish sound. Like because maybe it wouldn't sound Fishman. Like Trey, but once you go from there, Mike probably 2, Paige is 3, but if you took Fishman out, you have a completely different band.
He just plays differently. He fills in. His fills are so unique. Yeah.
Okay, give her song, and then I will give her the song.
Yes.
All right. I'm giving you the jam. So it's. Oh man, I don't know if I want to do this one, or if I want to do it from.
Just pick one.
Guess what? My DMs are open all day, every day. If you give me a song right now, and you're like, wait, but I think. Then hit me with it. What's the worst that happens?
But are we listening to? Are we listening to it now?
I would love to.
No,
even
she's
if it's
listening to this song. Just in general, we could do it, but just get for the audience at home so they can pause and listen.
Nick, Harry Hood from '94, or are we doing Slip, Stitch, and Pass? Wickapog.
Oh my God, Harry Hood '94. In a landslide, but I'm going to say December 7th, 1994, San Diego, You Enjoy Myself. There you go.
That's the one off a live one?
Yes.
That's the one you gave her?
That's the one. Dude, it's
not even
the
close
single greatest Fish song of all time.
It's the single greatest Fish song of all time, but that version is not it.
Why is it for you, Nick?
I don't even know how to answer that question. You broke my brain live on a podcast.
He doesn't fucking know.
No, I do know. Okay, so the timing and the band play, so for me, one of the things that I love about Fish is like the interpersonal dynamics, right? So the reason why like Paige not being accepted in the band and then listening to shows from that time period where he's feeling that angst, you can tell in his playing. He's not playing to the audience. He's playing to Trey. And over the years, he's gone from trying to impress the frontman of the band to just being who he is. And in 2025, Paige is like super power Paige. It's absolutely amazing. But the band play in You Enjoy Myself over any other song goes all of them together, one member at a time, each of them showcasing, and the transitions between the two, the quality of how well they go from one to the next is what makes it so good. And that song, phenomenal. Yeah. Best version they ever did.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm thinking like for the sake of time, like, cause this Harry Hood jam is long.
Would we want it any differently?
Well, only because time is a factor.
What is time?
Time is like I gotta pick my kid up at like McDonald's.
Wow.
You dropped your kid off at McDonald's a few hours ago, and now you got.
Kid, I'm gonna go record a podcast. I'll be back. Here's $10.
Hang on. Yes, I did. Could she walk home? 100%. It's a bit cold. I feel bad. She's my little girl, so it's like
check this out.
What?
I'm gonna do my thing here. It's gonna be great.
No, you can't do your thing. Okay, I'm gonna play the Harry Hood. Fine, forget it.
Oh my god!
Can you hear it? Oh, you can't hear it.
Right. I'm just gonna roll. I'm gonna roll with this.
Yo.
You didn't tell me you were gonna play the whole fucking song, bro.
Yeah, no, it did.
I'm listening.
She had to hear. She had to hear the ebbs and flow.
Yeah. Okay, that's not a type 2 though. Just FYI.
It's 100% a type 2.
Okay, so that's the question of the day.
How many types are there? Hold on.
Type 1 and type 2. Okay, so type 1, just so this is like just a basic thing. So like the type 1, it would be like if you were to stay within the same structure and chord progression of basically the song itself.
Same
like
key.
All the time. Same key, same chord progression.
Same tempo.
Doesn't mean that jam can't fly, right? Doesn't mean it can't soar. Doesn't mean any of those things.
Most
it has
bands
nothing
go
to do
hard.
with it.
Like every band that really rocks hard is in a type 1.
Yeah. Type 2 is where you leave the fucking planet. Type 2 is where you look at your friend 20 minutes and you're like, what fucking song is this? They're like, dude, it's still fucking good. And you're like, oh, what the fuck?
Multiple key changes, tempo changes, like
vibe
melody,
change, everything.
Like everything just kind of goes out the window, and then Fish rebuilds a song on the spot. You hear it all the time. Now you have a name for it.
Yeah.
And that was type 1.
Thank you. Okay.
What did you think?
I don't think. I feel.
All right. What did you feel?
I saw smiles, so I feel like that's good.
It's tough, like especially over the mic. Like, how are you supposed to like really feel everything? But
well, and what's interesting is that the mic was picking up on specific instruments at different times. So I for sure am gonna have to go back and re-listen to this and like melt into the couch. But what I heard a lot of now that I have context on the drummer is that I felt this swell and then the crash and the swell and the crash and the swell and the crash. And it pulls you in. It very much is like an undercurrent that if you allow yourself to be swept up. So I felt that. It also got playful, and that's what I love the most about a good jam.
Yeah.
Is that it allows you to play too. Like it allows you to just get lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
Keys, man.
Paige really rocks. Paige really rocks.
What I thought was really interesting about that, and this is not probably interesting to either of you, but you would not hear that type of a hood in modern Phish. And the reason is because there was a patient, like I am not a huge proponent of like going back and listening. I don't have my favorite Phish show is usually going to be the next one, right? Just that's kind of where I'm at. And so like, but the patience that Trey had, he does not have anymore. He will not allow Fishman to come and go as he wants, or Page to come and go as he wants. He's always just he's a little more churny, I think is the right term.
Yeah, and like, so I'm a big person, like, I love the soaring stuff. I love that. Like, what they just did there, I think is awesome, because they just went places, and it just made it interesting to me, and like, it brings me places, and like, makes me soar, and comes down a little bit. But like, I miss them just like sitting in the groove. Like, I'm a huge proponent of like sitting in the groove and not having to do much. Like, you don't have to do much,
which is what Mike wants.
Yeah, just sit in the pocket and like let it simmer. Like, the bass just player, let everybody simmer, let you simmer. Like, just feel the groove like with everybody, and like, you don't have to put a bunch of notes in. Just like let it happen, and like, just be in that fucking groove. And like, they did that a lot. Like 99, 2000, like, so like end of 1.0, 2.0 era Phish. Like, they just like sat in that groove, and you're just like, oh. Like, oh my God. Like that one that you heard the other day, that moment that you heard.
Noises and moving like that on camera, not great.
What's wrong?
What?
It was weird?
It was no, it was perfect. I was following. It was great.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying,
Didn't look right. Yeah, man.
You said exactly what you needed to say with the noises and the motions. I got you. I
have ADHD, so I'll go into like just a different.
Hey, your
spectrum.
neurospice is delicious in this moment. You're hitting it. You're doing great.
Okay, so follow-up segments at some point.
Yes.
Molly's going to help us cut through the noise. Yeah. Which I think you're doing differently than most people that we talk to. And then secondly, listening parties. And I think that that's something people want. I think if you're loving listening to music with people, one of the things that you could start doing is having listening parties. And people, and I know Matt would be there, I would be there, probably like 7 people that listen to our podcast would join you. And it would be fun.
Maybe it 8. Would be. It is something... It has crossed my mind. What the predicament I'm in right now is that I want to preserve the feeling and the excitement and the natural curiosity for this without crossing over too much into my business brain. By trade, I am a social media marketing strategist.
Oh.
And so my TikTok... it's just for fun. You're
not doing a business thing with it.
I am not adhering to any strategy. I am simply just showing up and inviting people into a moment that I've had. So
I love that.
Sometimes what you do professionally can cross over and make the world a better place organically. And I think that's what's happening.
It can. And that's the big word, is organic. Right now, social media demands strategy. Everyone wants to capitalize on how much attention they can steal from you in your feed. That is not my intention here. My intention is I'm just hanging out.
So same thing with us. So that's the thing. It's like, could we have more followers on TikTok? Yeah, but dude, I don't want to post 5 times a day. Okay.
At what cost?
Exactly. I don't have the time to do it. I don't want to do it. Like that defeats the purpose of like what Nick and I do. It's not a job. If we got paid to do it, it'd be cool. But like, we're not after it that way. That's just not our thing. So like, could I sit there and try to rage bait the shit out of people and get as much as we can? Yeah, and we have. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we've said things that
all
make
of my
people...
takes are 100% honest.
Yeah. So, but like, they are honest. They are honest, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't upset people and get conversation going. Like, they're honest takes, and there are takes, and they're just how we feel. And yes, they upset people because...
Okay, I just lied though.
So confusing. Can you imagine trying to talk with this like all the time?
Led
and, like,
Zeppelin does
straight?
Not suck as a band.
Right. So anyways, but like my
sorry.
Yeah, we're the same vibe with that. My sister-in-law ended up doing something on TikTok, and she didn't really even want to. She was just telling her weight loss journey, right? Just whatever. Like how she just lost weight as just a person. And people just went crazy. Now she's got 64,000 followers. So it's like out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like but we're not into that. We're just like, if we get people that follow us and listen to us, awesome.
And that's the way that it should be, right? Like that is reality. Like that's how you attract people. And yeah, I don't know. 3 months ago, I had 200 followers on TikTok.
Yeah, now you're past us.
But it's funny. Like in my world, right? I'm managing brands that have millions of followers.
Right. Absolutely.
Multi-million-dollar budgets to go into reaching intended audiences. And here I am just listening to some grooves and having a good time. But it is bringing people into my world that I have craved my entire life. These conversations, these experiences, this is like, Molly, you fucking made it, girl. Like, damn, this is what we get to do. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like Nick and I doing this podcast, we've talked to people that we had one of Fish's, one of their 3 disc jockeys on Sirius XM radio on the show.
Guys.
Yeah, Alicia.
Yeah.
And so it was really cool to have her on there. Like the fact that she even wanted to do it. And I was like, have you heard our content? Like kind of shit on the band sometimes. And like, I'm sure she did. She had to have done her research because she is technically a mouthpiece for the band. Like, so she has to know who's she getting on with. And she came on and she talked to us and it was a great time. And we had fun. She hasn't been on since, but.
Yeah. Speaking of great times and having fun, Molly, this was awesome.
Yeah, this is cool.
I appreciate
very different than what we normally do.
Yes, this is an entirely new format for us.
There's you and that different, Matt. There's you and that different.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love the different though.
Good.
I don't want the same. It's the whole point. Yeah. It's the point of life. It's the difference, not the same.
He's Matt. Yeah. I'm Nick. That's Molly. This was Insuphishient. Oh my God. This is Matt.
Awesome.
Actually, do we know whose music this is?
No, but it's non-copyrighted, so I'm cool with it.
It's jamming.
Yeah, it works. I like this vibe. Thank you again for coming on.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Happy birthday to your dad.
Yeah, happy birthday, Michael.
And enjoy. Keep going.
Go team, go.
We didn't do any games.
We didn't have to.
No,
it was organically a great podcast.
Yeah, it was.